Yo, check this shit out, homie. I'm about to show you some crazy shit. Cracker, we posted up in Mercy Hospital, finna take a visit over to patient 0.
What's good, Nyaka?
Goddamn, homie, ain't that some shit? This the type of cracker that come home, whole house, smell like pussy. Now you see this blood sac that says contaminated on it? This came from a blood drive ran by granola people. Left 4 Dead is a sparse game filled with a lot of different guesses that keep you guessing. And boy, I love guessing. Today, I'm gonna be telling you guys the real story about the infection in Left 4 Dead 2. But you wanna know some shit? Today, we're gonna be on some crazy shit because we're gonna be talking about why Left 4 Dead's infection even started in the first place. And I'll tell you what, I got the answers, homie. Now, Miss Happy Chocolate Snowflake over here will have you convinced that the infection started as a result of rabies coming from cows and other mammals. But trust me, this hoe ain't got no facts about it. Cause Rochelle doesn't even know if that's true. She just heard rumors. So realistically, Rochelle is not a trustworthy source. Now listen, I've put together a crack team, a foolproof corporate think tank over on the Achilles World Discord server, consisting of my most highly regarded constituents and many of my most trusted members. I called upon an emergency meeting, gathered the security staff, and locked ourselves into a tiny converted dentist's office to discuss what started the infection in Left 4 Dead. Now let's look at the setting, more specifically the time period that Left 4 Dead takes place. If you don't know, Left 4 Dead officially takes place around the same time that the game came out, which was 2008 and 2009. Now you must be thinking to yourselves, what exactly does the in-universe time frame have to do with what caused the infection? Well, think about it. What major event took place in 2008? That's right, the 2008 recession. Now think back even further. What other greater, more catastrophic event took place before the Great Recession? You guessed it, the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Now guys, listen, I know how that sounds, I get it, but you gotta think about this really quick. Just trust me on this. And we're gonna use a little bit of reverence when talking about this and not be so silly, but what else do you think caused a slow burn after the events of 9/11 that didn't just kill a lot of people and bring down 2 buildings in the Manhattan area? Listen, we've looked into this case millions of times, spent many winkless nights at the office, and I believe that we at Achilles World Industries have solved this case in such a way that essentially what we have come up with in our corporate think tank is that excessive risk-taking from financial institutions and government bailouts caused the 2008 Great Recession, which inadvertently caused the green flu to break out and basically end the entirety of the United States on the Western Hemisphere. Now guys, listen again, I know how that sounds, but trust me on this. Once again, I am asking for your trust. Okay, look, what do the banks do? I bet a lot of the people that think this sounds like bogus don't actually know what banks are up to. Okay, here's the thing about banks, right? It's a corporate entity that slowly invests itself into basically little parts of the United States, okay? To the point to where they essentially become these evil companies that secretly own everything. They also own you. What else do they own? Very significant facilities within our society that we depend on for life. They own the roads, the street signs, all the buildings. They also own Big Pharma. They own hospitals, and you know where the green flu started? Mercy Hospital. Now listen, here's where it all starts to come full circle and where you start to really understand my point here. That point being that once 9/11 happened, it started a slow burn of risky business investments from these banks and all these other places that also caused very risky loans going to very risky people. And once that started to happen, the market began to crash. And you know who owns a lot of the hospitals? The banks. So once the banks started shutting down as a result of all these subprime mortgage collaterals, basically all of the hospitals lost a lot of their funding, which caused a lot of really risky business happening in the hospitals, which caused one very particularly silly bag of VI drip to get contaminated with a little known thing that we call green flu. And that's why this guy's on the floor, Bill has osteoporosis, why Ground Zero looks like this, and why Left 4 Dead 3 will never come because everybody's dead. And so there you have it, a set of really irresponsible Democratic bankers and a leftist ideology, along with the help of George W. Bush. The single greatest human catastrophe in recorded science led to the events of Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing, if you want to take part in the next Achilles World video, then join the Achilles World Discord server. And just like usual, we're going to be doing another live stream this Saturday on January 11th, 7 p.m. PST. So be there. And if you're not specifically supporting what I'm doing, then your world is gonna come to an end. So you better leave a like and subscribe.